السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين وصحبه المنتجبين. عباد الله، أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله. اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. أما بعد, I like to start this khutbah on the first Friday of this beautiful and blessing month of Sha'ban, and on the birthday of أبا الأحرار والمجاهدين سيد الشهداء عليه السلام, by saying that I missed everyone. We missed those Fridays that we used to shake hand and have huge hug and smiling and meeting one another. Last night I felt almost tears in my eyes when I received a message from one of the most honorable individuals who used to come every Friday. He is a doctor, he is a cardiologist, and he told me that as he continues his work and he is even taking care of some of the patients who suffer from coronavirus, but he said, I myself can tolerate to be exposed to coronavirus, but I cannot tolerate to be deprived from participation in Friday prayer. May God bless you if you are listening to me now, and bless all the mu'mineen and mu'minat, everybody that I missed, and every people of prayer everywhere. Let us start with this dua from the Holy Prophet. Allahumma barik lana fi Sha'ban wa ballighna Ramadan wa nahnu fi ahsani hal. وأعنا اللهم على صيامه وقيامه يا رب العالمين. This is the first days of this holy month of Sha'ban, a very sacred month for the Muslims. I know for the Christian community, Easter is coming. For Jewish community, Passover is coming. And for us, this is Sha'ban and Ramadan is coming. But during this holy month of Sha'ban, we have many more reasons to celebrate the season. The birthday of 3 Imams out of 12 Imams in the Imamiyya school of thought. Al-Hussein, Al-Sajjad, Al-Mahdi, alayhim as-salam. Now that we are going through the birthday of baby Al-Hussein alayhi salam on this great day, just to see Man Al-Hussein, who is Imam Al-Hussein, Sayyidu Shabab Ahl Al-Jannah, the master of the youth of paradise, Rayhanatu Rasulullah, a beautiful flower of faith in the garden of prophethood. Misbah al-Huda wa Safinatu al-Najat, the light of guidance, the art of salvation. Husaynun minni wa ana min Husayn. Allahumma inni uhibbuhu fa ahib. Ahabba Allahu man ahabba Husaynan. The Prophet said, Hussein is the continuity of my covenant. I love him, and Allah loves those who love this man. ما هي الدروس التي بإمكاننا أن نتعلم من وليد هذا اليوم? The lessons that we may learn from baby of the 3rd of Sha'ban. What lesson? أي دروس؟ درس العبادة، درس العقلانية، درس العدالة، الشجاعة، السخاوة، التقوى، التضحية، الصدق، الإخلاص. We learn from the baby of Sha'ban lessons of worship, lessons of wisdom, lessons about work, generosity, justice, sincerity, love, and sacrifice. And brothers and sisters, these are the biggest and the most important lessons and messages that we need them badly as the entire globe are going through this crisis of corona. We are dealing with a disease that doesn't want to miss anyone. A disease that does not discriminate between Prime Minister of Canada, Prime Minister of Britain, a minister from Islamic Republic, or any person, any pope or prophet, any peasant, any ordinary person. We all are equal when we are facing this crisis. Just till today, March 27, over 500,000 people are infected by this virus all over the world. Only in the United States in the last couple of weeks, this disease has killed more than 1,000 innocent people. So what are our duties, our role, our responsibility during this crisis? Number one, to obey the orders, whether coming from the people in charge, responsible people, public servants, when they ask us to stay at home. It's the 3rd week that I am delivering this sermon from my home. Thank God that we have Wi-Fi, we have this platform, and able to communicate and do our work from our home. Have to be very, very grateful for this. But except for those people whose job is not related to immediate physical life of the public, everyone else must stay at home, since we know that so far till today there is no obvious cure and vaccine for this virus. So today, your home is your mosque, your home is your church, your home is your synagogue and temple, your home is the place of your work, the place of your worship, the place of your education, your school, your university, is all at home. The number one priority at this time for all of us to help to prevent this plague from infecting other people. Another very fundamental thing that we must observe, and we keep listening and hearing to this from everyone, is the executive order from the Holy Prophet, who issued this order 1400 years ago. And today, more than any time, we hear the same thing from the governor, from the presidents, from the world leaders. النظافة من الإيمان. To take the hygiene as serious as possible. النظافة, cleanliness, is one of the fundamental features in Islamic faith. We have to take النظافة, the cleanliness, not only in physical sense. Of course, we have to wash our hands before eating, after eating, in any communication, come inside the room, leave the house, in any situation. Leave the house if we have to, of course, but we have to stay at home. النظافة من الإيمان, to wash our hands. But not only washing our hands, but also washing our hearts. To wash our hands from the microbe of corona, and to wash our hearts from the disease of selfishness, disease of racism, hatred, bigotry, bullying, and all of these spiritual diseases. Brothers and sisters, today for all of us and for the entire world is a moment of truth. If you are still healthy, inshallah, if you don't need a ventilator to breathe, and you can breathe without ventilator, then number one, be very grateful. Kum min ash-shakirin. Although majority of people are not shakirin, wa qalilun min ibadiy shakur. Always minority of people are grateful. But if you are healthy, if you have access to internet and social media, so you can save even some other people who feel loneliness from depression, then use this media not only for your work, but also to extend the hand of help and hope to other people who suffer more than any time from being alone. And some of them may not have even access to Wi-Fi. They cannot communicate. If you can pick up your telephone and call those friends, those family members, and everyone that you can, to say salam, to say how are you, ask about their situation, because more than anything else, this loneliness is killing some people and depressing them. At this moment of truth, we have time to reflect. There is a hadith saying, "An-nasu niyamun idha matu intabahu." People are sleeping. When they die, they wake up. But I hope, especially after going through this corona crisis, we are already wake up. We are already up. And remember that international wall that says, before I die, what is it that I like to do before I die? How can I be part of a solution, not part of the problem? I know that a lot of people, they feel this moment and they are up to this truth. There was a report that I was reading just last night from New York saying that even the level of crimes fell down in New York. Less killing, less stealing, less crimes. I don't know if it is just because everyone, even the criminals, have to stay at home, or hopefully more reason for that. Maybe they woke up and they or understanding of some moral issues. The report saying that there was only one case of murder in New York this week compared to 8-9 murders last week. So to wake up, الناس نيام إذا ماتوا انتبهوا, to feel this intibah, because the roots of all these crimes and the roots of all this chaos and confusion is al-ghafla, al-jahl, al-nisyan, forgetfulness, negligence, ignorance. These are the main causes of crime and troubles in human life. This is why Imam Hussein alayhi salam said, الناس عبيد الدنيا والدين لاعق على ألسنتهم فإذا محسوا بالبلاء قل الديانون. Because of that nisyan, al-ghafla wal-jahl, because of negligence, ignorance, and forgetfulness, people start worshipping ad-dunya instead of worshipping God. They become abidud dunya, slaves of this world, instead of ibadur rahman, be servant of the merciful, the compassionate. Even there are some people who may pray to God and they feel that they think they are praying to God, but in reality they are practicing paganism. So in this moment of truth that we are facing this global plague is the best time to purify not only our hands but also our hearts from all kinds of paganism, all kinds of shirk. I hope the political leaders also wake up, and at least for this time of pandemic, this painful pandemic that is threatening humanity, can they, for the sake of God, stop playing politics for a while and act like human beings? It's really bothered me that following the news as late as yesterday, the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was talking about adding more sanction on Iran, more sanction on Venezuela. Come on, give us a break. At least during this tragedy, humanitarian disaster, stop playing politics and act like human beings. Moment for morality rather than money and politics. When is the time of waking up? This is the time that we learn from Imam al-Hussein that during this crisis, be more human, more caring, kinder, more compassion, more compassionate, more loving. This is what we need. There is a crisis, and there is more need for kindness and compassion. Let us praise those people who are practicing kindness, compassion, and service and sacrifice to save lives in these days. I was happy to see an international clapping for the health workers, for the doctors, for the nurses all over the world, that people were clapping in many areas of the world, praising them, that many of those doctors, they sacrifice even their own lives to save lives, and they deserve the highest applause of humanity. So this is a time of kindness, is not a time of cruelty, and this is the message of Ahlul Bayt. Message of Ahlul Bayt is message of kindness, love, and sacrifice. At this moment of truth, we need more giving than greed. It's not time of greed. It's not time of selfishness, but the time of giving and sacrifice. It's a time that people help people. There is a big discussion about we are in short of ventilators in the United States. They say there might be a need for over 1 million ventilators. I hope that this crisis teaches us to make the things that save lives instead of industry that makes more missiles and more bombs that destroy humanity. Yes, more ventilators than bombs and missiles. Brothers and sisters, at this moment of truth, we are facing two kinds of crises. One crisis is related to health crisis, and another one is financial crisis. The financial crisis is not the worst crisis, because if stock market is down, sooner or later stock market is going to come back to the normal level. But the human life crisis, people who died, people who were destroyed by coronavirus, those lives will not come back ever, and this is the biggest tragedy. For that reason, if you can be part of a solution to serve and to save lives in any way that you can, we at the Islamic House of Wisdom have a food service every day from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. that people come, they don't have to get off the cars, they are in lines with their cars. As they drive through, they can receive boxes of food and fruit and vegetable and the things they need at this time. If you can help us, as some companies and some individuals are generously help this service, please do so. But if you are not able to help financially, but contribute morally, as I said, you can pick the telephone and call someone. You can send a message. You can have a message on your Facebook, a Twitter, a text message, and ask about everyone. This is something, and I did. Many people that I knew, I sent some messages if I had their connection, if I had their numbers, and many of them replied back. Although there were some of them that did not show even that courtesy, that somebody says salam, say alaikum salam to answer. But doesn't matter. Who needs appreciation? We do things from our heart regardless. There are people who are not even grateful of God. God is the Al-Khaliq, Al-Hadi, Al-Raziq, the creator, the guide, the provider, everything. But still there are some people that they blame God. And the Quran says, إِنَّ رَبَّكَ لَذُو فَضْلٍ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرُهُمْ لَا يَشْكُرُونَ. Doesn't matter how graceful, how giving, how great, how glorious God is, but majority of people are not grateful even to God. They are saying that if God is just, if God is compassionate and graceful, why we have coronavirus? And the Quran answered this question 1400 years ago in Surah Ar-Rum, verse 41, ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس لِيُذِيقَهُمْ بَعْدَ الَّذِي عَمِلُوا لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. That this corruption, this confusion, this chaos, these crimes, created not by God, but people's hand. The disease, these microbes, and any other microbes and virus is created directly or indirectly بأيدي الناس, with people. And this is why now politicians, Chinese, American politicians, they blame one another that who made this microbe. They're blaming each other for making it. So that means that even human beings, they acknowledge that this is not God's production, this human being. But then we as human beings, we suffer from the consequences of that. And the Lord is saying that as you go through suffering created by your own hands, there is a hope that you wake up. لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجَعُونَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَفْقَهُونَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَذَرَّعُونَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَّقُونَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَنْتَهُونَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَحْذَرُونَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَشْكُرُونَ. Maybe this suffering, this global plague, help us to reflect, to remember, to learn, to understand, to be more grateful, to have some tears in our eyes out of humbleness towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to stop sinning, to stop disobedience, to return, to repent, to become the servant of God again. And this is what Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam and Ahlul Bayt taught us, that in any situation, and especially at time of pain, poverty, and suffering, take this opportunity to wake up and to show more love, more kindness, more compassion, more care for creation. This is the lesson of Imam Hussein. So let us end this khutbah with sending salam. Assalamu alayka ya waritha Adama safwatillah. Assalamu alayka ya waritha Nuhin nabiyillah. Assalamu alayka ya waritha Ibrahim khalilillah. Assalamu alayka ya waritha Musa kalimillah. السلام عليك يا وارث عيسى روح الله. السلام عليك يا وارث محمد حبيب الله. السلام عليك يا ابن محمد المصطفى. السلام عليك يا ابن علي المرتضى. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء. السلام عليك يا ابن خديجة الكبرى. السلام عليك يا ثار الله وابن ثاره والوتر الموتور. أشهد أنك قد أقمت الصلاة وآتيت الزكاة وأمرت بالمعروف ونهيت عن المنكر وأطعت الله ورسوله حتى أتاك اليقين. فلعن الله أمة قتلتك وأمة ظلمتك وأمة سمعت بذلك فرضيت به. يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله أشهد أنك كنت نورا في الأسلاب الشامخة والأرحام المطهرة لم تنجسك الجاهلية بأنجاسها ولم تلبسك من مدلهمات ثيابها وأشهد أنك من دعائم الدين وأركان المؤمنين وأشهد الله وملائكته وأنبياءه ورسله أني بكم مؤمن وبإيابكم موقن بشرائع ديني وخواتيم عملي وقلبي لقلبكم سلم وأمري لأمركم متبع صلوات الله عليكم وعلى أرواحكم وعلى أجسادكم وعلى شاهدكم وعلى غائبكم وعلى ظاهركم وعلى باطنكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters, for joining us, for listening, for your patience. Islamic House of Wisdom is still open for certain hours. There is no group prayer, there is no gathering, but the telephones are working. And if you had any question, if at any way we can help you at any level, please don't hesitate to communicate with us, to call us, to send us a message. If you are able to volunteer as we are distributing food, please let our office know so you can join the volunteers and you can help us to help the suffering people and needy in our neighborhood. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.